I thought, oh my God, I'm not just addicted to heroin. It's all drugs. I've got to stop. So my best friend had said she was going to take me to Santana. She didn't use or drink, really. She'd had a brain injury when she was younger and she couldn't for 10 years, so she didn't. And she got me into her car and I was like, I'm so excited about going to see Santana. And I got in the car and she shut the doors and she said, I'm actually not going to take you to Santana. I need to tell you some things. I was like, yeah. And she said, I know that you've been lying to me. Weirdly, I'd been off heroin for a month at that point because I'd been away. I'd done a geographical. I'd gone away nannying for someone for 2 weeks and got clean. I'd also been with my mum in Morocco. So I'd had no heroin for a month, but I had just come off the back of a 24-hour cocaine bender, which had made me realise that heroin wasn't my problem. All drugs were my problem. If I wasn't taking heroin, I couldn't take cocaine normally either. I couldn't just take it for 4 hours and then go to bed. I had to take it for 24 hours. I was an animal. She gets me in the car and she goes, I know you've been lying to me. We all know you've been lying to us, all your friends, and you are the topic of conversation at every dinner party I go to, and this shame starts piling on, and I started feeling a bit, well, fuck you to her. This is virtually my only friend I've got left. And I do say, well, fuck you, like, fuck you. I didn't really know what to say because I couldn't really argue with what she was saying. And I said, yo, I didn't want to go and see something really childish, like I didn't want to go and see Santana anyway. Get out of the car. I'm trying to get out of the car. She slightly shut the doors. It's all eggy, awkward. Slam the door, walk away from her, immediately burst into tears and think I'm not going to turn back round and let her see I'm crying, you know. Get inside, go straight to bed. My parents, you know, I was sleeping on a camp bed in my dad's sort of wardrobe. I'd move out of my boyfriend's home. His fault that I was using. I'd got worse. I'd left my job. I thought that was the thing that was making me use. I'd got worse. I had a car, but no money to put petrol in the car. I was on this camp bed and I would sort of walk into the, like, my room, which wasn't really a room, it was a cupboard, sit on the bed, go to sleep. And then an hour later, I wake up and I think, I'm going to phone someone for help. I'm fucked. I can't do this anymore. I phoned this woman who I knew was clean, and it was as if she'd been expecting my call. She goes, oh, hi, Davina. And I was like, I was just wondering if you're going to a meeting tomorrow. She's like, yeah, I'm going at 6 o'clock, you know, World's End. Come and meet me there. I was like, oh, yeah, you know, I'm just interested to see what, you know, like, what it's like. Yeah, great. Come along if you want. She didn't ask me what's going on. She didn't ask, which was exactly right. And the next morning I woke up and I felt so full of shame. And I thought, I'll go and see Sarah. So I went to see Sarah at work at lunchtime. I sobbed. I said, I'm not expecting you to believe me. And I know I'm going to have to prove myself. But I just wanted to let you know I want to change and I want to do something about it. And I'm going to go to a meeting tonight. And I could see a slight sort of, are you really? Like, is this really going to happen? I just thought, I don't know how much more I can give you, tell you, but I really, really mean it. So I went to a meeting that night, just spent the next 2 weeks going to meetings every day, well, and for 90 days after, sobbing, just sobbing in every meeting of surrender. I don't care what I have to do. I will literally do anything to stop feeling like this. And NA taught me how to live and how to change and how to heal myself. I owe NA my life, literally. But it also gave me my career. And weirdly, having tried to get a job at MTV while I was using all those years, the time they say, come in for an interview, we're going to finally screen test you after 3 years of trying, I was 6 months clean and I didn't mess it up. You know, I turned up on time. In fact, I turned up a bit early. That was new for me. I turned up clean and smelling like flowers and with a smile on my face and colour in my cheeks. That was new for me.